We're going to swear you in at the witness stand.
Yes.
Please state your name for the record.
I'm Richard Ferguson.
Who are you in relationship to Mr. Ferguson?
I'm his daughter.
Ms. Ferguson, I'd like to briefly ask you, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Mr. Ferguson raised you from childhood, is that correct?
Yes.
What kind of father is Mr. Ferguson?
Loving.
I'm sorry?
He's loving, compassionate, a provider. Somebody that doesn't judge you. Somebody you can go talk to about anything. Helpful. Will give you the shirt off his back. Always wanted you to do better. Always pushed me to do better. Pushed his kids to do better. Always wanted us to believe in family. I watched my dad raise all of his kids. Help raise his nieces and nephews. Help raise his grandchildren. Even his great-grandchildren. My dad would open up his home to anybody. Didn't matter who you were. He didn't judge you. He didn't care about your past. He always had this thing where he'd be like, clean slate. No matter what you did. And he's an honest person. He believes in accountability, responsibility, and taking responsibility for things you do or things you say. I watched my dad love his family even when it was hard for him. I watched him raise my brothers to believe that a man should always take care of their family, be there for them. Education was one of the most important things for him with everyone, his nieces, his nephews. He didn't miss graduations, didn't miss birthdays.
Are you aware of Mr. Ferguson's medical condition?
Yes.
To your knowledge, what is that?
That has stage 4 pancreas cancer. This type of cancer is the type of cancer that, with stress and not being treated, it spreads.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to the specialized medical testimony.
Your Honor, she's testifying as to what she understands the medical condition to be. It's not specialized testimony. She's not going into anything she's not aware of.
The weight I think is appropriate overruled.
Amongst that, my dad also has heart disease. He has 6 stents in his heart, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and his bones are deteriorating.
Because of his medical condition, does he receive specialized medication?
Yes, my dad has a special type of medication that he would usually have to go there. But because of the situation at hand, because of the circumstances, he's not able to get the proper treatment that he needs in order for him to be okay, which has caused tremendous health issues. His health has somewhat deteriorated because he has not been able to get the proper medication. My stepmom was told that she could not bring any of his medicine, but when he was booked and processed about a week or 2 later, the nurse reached out to her and asking her to bring the medicine to the facility. And this is about 3 or 4 times that she's had to leave work or leave where she's at to get the medicine there so that he could have the medicine.
So you're saying the jail is not providing the specialized medication he needs?
No, my mom, she did ask them, you know, what do we do now? Because you're saying you got, basically they pretty much told her that they couldn't afford the medicine and that if there was any way she could get any type of generic medicine, because they weren't able, the jail wasn't able to afford the type of medicine that my dad needs really to survive. He needs this medicine to survive. Without this medicine, he won't survive. And they don't have that medicine. They can't afford that medicine that he needs to survive. And so she's had to come to the jail many times and bring his medicine so that he can survive.
Just to clarify, while Mr. Ferguson has been in custody, has his wife had to bring the medication physically to the jail?
Yes.
Has she been purchasing the medication as well?
Yes.
Has it created a hardship for her to have to go pick up the medication and take it to the jail?
Yes. For one, she was told she couldn't. So that always has a barrier for her because she was told one thing, but is often called on the phone to do a whole nother thing. She has to sometimes leave from work. If she is with family in another county, she has to leave from that county to come all the way here to get the medicine, to then drive an hour and 45 minutes from where she is to come where my dad is to drop off the medicine. This has happened this is about 3 times that she's had to do this.
If Mr. Ferguson were to be moved to a facility that was farther away, i.e. a Department of Corrections facility, would that be difficult for his wife to bring his medication farther away?
Yes.
If it would be several hours away, is that something that you would struggle to do?
That would be difficult as well as because she cannot see at night. It is a struggle. With her having to travel back and forth, she cannot see at night. And she also works, and it's a lot.
To the best of your knowledge, was Mr. Ferguson hospitalized at any point while he's been in custody?
Yes, there's been times when my dad has been hospitalized and no one reached out to my mom to let her know that this situation has happened, to where I have had to call Osceola County Jail. She has had to call. I have had to ask to speak to a corporal, a sergeant, a captain, a lieutenant, and no one can tell me where my dad is. Or she will call and they'll say he's here. And ultimately, there was a time when he did go to the hospital. He was there for 2 days. They informed her that he was there, and he was not. He was, in fact, in a hospital bed because he was having severe pains. Severe.
To the best of your knowledge, was there an incident where he was hospitalized and I had to inform you because you guys could not find out his location?
Yes, I had to get in contact with you on a Saturday morning. I called you at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I called you again at 7, and then I called you again at 8, and you were able to return my phone call and hysterically let you know we could not pinpoint where my father was, whether he was safe, whether he was okay, whether he was alive. My mom went 2 days without anybody letting her know that he was okay. And by the time they did that, he was already 2 days into the hospital, getting ready to be discharged.
To the best of your knowledge, has Mr. Ferguson's cancer spread?
Yes, to his back.
May I purchase, sir?
Wagner, have you been provided with these?
I believe so.
Recognize these documents.
Yes,
What are they?
these are my dad's medical documentation.
Would you say it's a fair and accurate representation of his medical documentation?
Yes,
Does that move into offenses A as offenses 1?
Objection, hearsay and speculation.
As the hearsay, Your Honor, these are being offered to show a general picture in regards to the health of Mr. Ferguson. The specific contents are less relevant and not to be asserted. It's the general health of Mr. Ferguson as going in. I don't understand the objection in regards to speculation.
With regard, if Your Honor wants, with regards to the speculation, she's not a custodian of records of the hospital. She can't testify whether or not they're a fair and accurate copy of his medical records.
Are these documents non-hearsay, or is there a hearsay exception?
Your Honor, there's a business records exception to this, but also there being considered to go a greater picture of the medical condition.
There's been no certification. The information in there is hearsay. Business records certification requires some specialized testimony that has yet to occur. The objection is the same.
Your Honor, I would also submit that it's not being offered for the truth of the matter, sir. It's to show a general picture of his health, i.e. the quantity and the greater picture that this is a serious situation. This is an ongoing medical condition that's continued to plague Mr. Ferguson. In regards to the specific contents of the diagnosis or greater information in there, it's not being offered for that. It's offered to show a greater picture of the medical condition.
The objection is sustained through this witness.
Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
if your father was able to return home, could he receive treatment from his doctor?
Yes.
Would him coming home allow him to receive his medication through his doctor?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, is his oncologist, his cancer doctor, has he been able to go out to the jail?
No.
And to the best of your knowledge, would he be able to make it out to a prison?
No.
To the best of your knowledge, while Mr. Ferguson has been in custody, has his cancer doctor been able to be informed of his medical condition?
No.
To the best of your knowledge, has Mr. Ferguson ever spoken to an oncologist or a cancer doctor while in custody?
No.
Has he spoken to any medical specialist while in custody?
No.
This is a case that involves Mr. Ferguson's son, Richard Ferguson. Are you aware of the sentence that Mr. Richard Ferguson?
Yes.
Do you object to relevance?
I'm getting to it. Given Mr. Richard Ferguson's sentence, could you describe that sentence to the court?
Yes. My brother was given life as a juvenile. He's to be released with good behavior and as long as he does what he needs to do at 19, which will be next summer. Right now, he is 17 years old. So that is what was given to my brother.
Ms. Ferguson, would bringing Mr. Ferguson, your father, home, do you believe, in the best of your knowledge, that this would be the best thing for his medical treatment and that he would be able to receive his medication?
Yes.
I have nothing further.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ma'am, thank you for that information. Mr. Robinson, additional witnesses or evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Defense will call upon Avia Ferguson. Please state your name for the record.
Donavia Ferguson Ballard.
Ms. Robinson, would you have the witnesses spell their name for Madam Clerk?
Yes, Your Honor. Would you mind spelling your name for Madam Clerk?
Donavia, Donavia, Ferguson, Ferguson, Ballard, Ballard.
Who is Mr. Ferguson in relationship to you?
That's my uncle.
To the best of your knowledge, what kind of father is he?
He's the best. My uncle has been there for me for as long as I can remember. He also stood up and became my second father when I lost my dad 3 years ago from prostate cancer. There has never been a time that I needed him that he didn't show up. From Kissimmee to Miami, he was always there. From some of my biggest accomplishments to some of my darkest days, he was my shoulder and my listening ear. So he's no longer my uncle. He is technically my dad and one of my favorite.
Are you aware of Mr. Ferguson's medical condition?
I am.
Do you care to speak about that?
Yes. So my uncle has stage 4 prostate cancer, and I'm very familiar with it because I dealt with it with my dad, and I watched my dad wither away. So I know without proper care and treatment, he won't make it behind the jail cell.
To the best of your knowledge, has Mr. Ferguson spoke to an oncologist while in custody?
No.
To the best of your knowledge, has Mr. Ferguson's wife had to take medication to the jail frequently because it's not being provided?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, has the jail given a reason as to why they can't provide that medication?
They can't afford it.
As Mr. Ferguson sits in jail, to the best of your knowledge, have you been able to have contact or through a third party with Mr. Ferguson?
Well, I speak to my uncle. We text via the app. He calls me whenever he can.
To the best of your knowledge, Mr. Ferguson expressed to you remorse over what happened to the family that's lost.
Very remorseful. From the start, we used to visit all the time, and we used to have a great time. After that, we continued to visit, and it wasn't the same. The house was dark. The house was sad. Everybody was quiet. He expressed over and over how remorseful he is and how bad we feel for this family, because we do understand that this is a loss, a huge loss for anybody. So our hearts goes out to this family. But over and over, he's expressed this to me, that he is sorry. He accepts full responsibility for what has happened.
To the best of your knowledge, does Mr. Ferguson pray about this?
I'm sorry,
To
repeat.
the best of your knowledge, does Mr. Ferguson pray about this?
Brag?
Pray.
Pray?
Yes. Does he pray about the families that's lost?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I have a God-fearing uncle, yes. He prays all the time.
To the best of your knowledge, do you believe if Mr. Ferguson were to be released on an ankle monitor or some other greater supervision, that would allow him to receive medical treatment?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, do you believe that Mr. Ferguson, if released, would never commit any act like as what happened today or happened in this incident?
No, never.
To the best of your knowledge, if Mr. Ferguson were released, would he abide by the instructions given to him by Department of Corrections?
Yes.
Even if those were strict in regards to staying at home, not going anywhere without permission, aside from medical situations?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, has Mr. Ferguson ever harmed anyone, committed any other crimes?
No.
If Mr. Ferguson were to come home, would you be able to help support him through corrections and the supervision they had and help to make sure that he would follow those instructions as told to him?
Absolutely.
We already asked you how you feel about Mr. Ferguson as a father. How do you feel about Mr. Ferguson as he treats other people?
So my uncle is one of those people where, like my cousin stated, he'll give the shirt off his back. He has always been there for others, sometimes neglecting his own health. He was suffering with cancer just as well as my dad was, and never once did he complain. He's always there for people when they need him.
Anything else you'd like to, or I understand you wrote a statement. Would you like to reference that?
If I can.
Go ahead, you can reference it. Is there anything in there you'd like to say?
I just want to send my sincerest condolences to the family. I'm so deeply sorry for your loss. But I would like for you to consider the man that's behind the charges. This man is a man who is loved by many and would never hurt anyone. He's our gentle giant with the heart of gold. What makes him so special is his selflessness, his compassion, his love, his dedication, and his devotion. So I'm asking you to please consider releasing my uncle, because I can't see him die behind prison walls.
I have no further questions.
Thank you. Mr. Hagner?
Ma'am, you mentioned that your uncle has taken full responsibility for his actions and what he did in this case. How has he done that?
I mean, he understands and he accepts responsibility. We're here.
Were you present for his trial testimony?
No, I was not, but I talk to my uncle all the time.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Any redirect? Thank you. May Ms. Ballard step down?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Next defense will call Mr. Brian Floyd to the stand. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Brian Floyd.
Who is Mr. Richard Ferguson in relationship to you?
Mr. Ferguson is my stepdad, but he raised me since I was a baby. That's actually my biological father.
How is he as a father?
Amazing. Just like my sister said, he did anything for us. Like I said, he was married to my mom, and he raised me like I was his own. I mean, he took me around his family, and he let me know, like, this is my son. Even though I'm not his biological, but he made me know, like, this is my son. He did everything in the world for me, like from Christmas to birthdays, everything. Like, I couldn't ask for a better person to be my father.
Are you aware of Mr. Ferguson's medical condition?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on your knowledge of it?
Well, he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and it hasn't been well on him and any of my family because, like my cousin said, he is the centerpiece to our family. It spread it to his bones, to his back, and he's fighting a disease that's pretty much that would end up taking his life. And to sit up here and, be behind bars to deal with this it's crazy.
To the best of your knowledge, has he been receiving the medication he needs at the jail?
No, not at all.
To the best of your knowledge, has the medication had to be brought to him?
Yes, from my stepmother, yes. She has to bring it on multiple occasions because the jail said they didn't have it or they couldn't afford the type of medicine he needs.
To the best of your knowledge, has that made a hardship for her having to bring that medication out there?
Yes.
Would it be difficult for her to have to take that farther away to a prison?
Yes, very much so.
Has the driving made... This medication, it's specialized and can't be provided by the jail according to your testimony. Do you have any knowledge of Mr. Ferguson speaking to an oncologist while in jail?
No, not at all.
Any cancer specialist?
No, not at all.
To the best of your knowledge, does Mr. Ferguson have any heart problems?
Yes, he does.
Elaborate on that.
He has 4 stents in his heart. Just recently, like my sister said, he went to the hospital for heart problems. He was having bad chest pains. So yeah, with the stents in his heart, he already has a weak heart as it is.
You said he went to the hospital. Was that while he was in jail?
Yes.
Do you know how long?
It was about 3-4 days, and there was no contact, and I was getting worried because I pretty much been talking to him often as he's been in there, and I even asked my stepmother, I said, what's going on? I haven't talked to him in the past couple of days. What's going on? And nobody knew nothing until they figured out and said, okay, well, he went to the hospital because of his heart condition.
Does Mr. Ferguson regret what happened, and does he feel remorseful?
Yeah, of course he does. I mean, he told me that he's sick about what happened. He gives his condolences to the family. We talk about it all the time because it's, losing a loved one is never easy. I lost my mom, and I still can't get over it, but it's just not easy. So he's very remorseful.
Has he taken responsibility for what happened?
Yes.
If you were to be released with some sort of home confinement, whether it be house arrest, an ankle monitor, something of the sort, would you be able to assist him to make sure that all the requirements of the Department of Corrections are met?
Yes.
Would you help to get into his doctor's appointments?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about Mr. Ferguson?
No.
Nothing further from this witness.
Mr. Hagner?
Sir, you said that the defendant has taken responsibility for his actions. Has he told you that has he admitted to you that he gave his son the keys that day?
Say that again?
Has he admitted that he gave Richard Ferguson the car keys that day?
No, he has not.
So when you say you take full responsibility for what happened, what do you mean?
As far as in the families losing their loved ones, I mean, it's a tragic accident.
So when you say that he's remorseful, you mean that he's
sad about what happened, pretty much.
He said that people died, but not about what he did to cause that chain of events.
Well, I'm not here to speak on what he did. I'm just here to speak on how remorseful he feels about the family losing their loved ones.
But he's never told you that he's sad about what he did.
No.
I have no other questions.
Mr. Robinson?
Very briefly. Has Mr. Ferguson expressed to you the sadness of the loss of the specific loved ones, i.e. those that are passed?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Mr. Floyd, step down. Thank you.